ready.
All right. Hey guys, it's Shiloh Borden with Bad Company MMA. I'm hoping you all enjoy this show on the Groove Zone. Check it out.
Rock and roll. Just like
Cool.
a rock star, man.
First round, we have your winner, your naked choke.
Cool. Hey guys, you are watching the Groove Zone's KONVOS out of Olympia, Washington. I'm DJ D Phoenix with you today, and I am privileged to be hanging out for a little while with MMA fighter. Actually, he's through Bad Company MMA out of Aberdeen. I am hanging today with Shiloh Borden. Shiloh, how you doing?
Doing awesome, man. Awesome to be here. Really appreciate it.
Hey, totally stoked to have you here, definitely. Yeah, this is kind of a new venture for us because with the exception of Nathan Stolen, we haven't really branched out into anything really other than music over the years. So kind of cool. And so now I've got three. I've got you, Jordan Harrington, and Nathan. So pretty cool. That means that we got plenty to promote for a while. So
that's awesome, dude. Those are some bad dudes right there.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, you're in good company for sure. Speaking of promotion, you've got something coming up, don't you, fight-wise?
Yeah, I do. May 20th, I make my first title fight, actually, at Rumble at the Roseland down in Portland.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Nice. You stoked?
Oh, I'm excited, man.
I'll bet. So now this is your first title fight?
Yes, sir.
But now, according to I think it was Tapology that I saw that on. What is your record right now going into this fight?
So my record right now is 3-2.
Okay.
Three win losses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that including the street fights that we were mentioning just a minute ago, or no?
So that's not including the street fights.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have 3 wins in street beef. So it was a really fun place to start out and get my foot in the door.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, so, but one thing in Tapology says though too. Now, are you in Olympia or are you in Aberdeen?
So I'm in Aberdeen. Yeah, Tapology. I'm not sure. I just saw that the other day. They have me associated with a gym called TFW, and that's a great gym in Olympia. I've trained with them, but I am based in Aberdeen with Bad Company MMA.
That's kind of what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's kind of like Wiki though. It's like Wikipedia. You've got little 8-year-old.
Yeah.
You've got 8-year-old girls that are writing some of this stuff. So it's like if you even come out the same color and same background or whatever, you're lucky. So at least they were.
That's a fact. Yeah, but yeah, no, I have no shame with TFW though being associated with them. That's another great gym in Olympia. So
cool.
Yeah, shout out to TFW.
Cool. Yeah, I figured I should ask because if it were the matter that you were in Olympia, then actually that would make us neighbors pretty much. So we're just down the road. So the Roseland, and you said that was again May 8th? 20th, not even close. Guys, don't go there on the 8th because I don't know what's going to happen. The 20th, though, are tickets still available? So
yeah, there are still some tickets available online. I believe it's cagepromotions.com. But there's still some, but they are selling out. This is an awesome event. It gets absolutely packed in there.
Oh, I'll bet. And that's a great venue.
It is. Yeah, it's awesome.
How cool. Dude, I'm totally stoked for you and looking forward to the win.
Me too.
So, the Preacher's Son. What's the story behind the moniker on that one?
Yeah. So my faith has been a big part of my life. I mean, ever since I was little, and I'm a pretty big Bible thumper. People know it everywhere I go. And my father really did we ran our small home group at our house for a long time, and he was the preacher there.
Okay.
And that's Jordan Harrington came up with the name when we were entering street beefs, and it's stuck ever since then.
Really? Okay. Very cool. And you know what? I've got to say, man, it's like, I think that it's totally awesome. when an athlete or a musician or whatever the position might be that they have in this world steps up and makes their faith really well known.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's kind of rough stuff these days being a Christian in the modern world.
You can catch some heat for it here and there, that's for sure, man.
A little bit.
Yeah, it gets a little dicey being open about it, but that's what I was expecting, so it's all right.
And that's just it, man. It's like, well, whether you put your religion or your politics or whatever out on, out for show, yeah, you're going to get some criticism one way or the other. Okay, sure. So born in California, moved up here when you said you guys were about 6 or so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about 6 years old.
Okay. Yeah. So where did you go to school at then? Out in Raymond?
So I was actually the weird homeschool kid. Yeah. I was homeschooled until I was 15 years old. Then I went to a program called Running Start. So I started when I was 15.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the weird homeschool kid, man.
That's all right though, because especially in light of where the education system is today, man. It's like, good grief.
Oh yeah, crazy stuff all over the place, man.
I'm telling you, and I have a feeling that, well, and actually, just so that I can remind the audience, SHILOH Borden is one of the newest MMA athletes that we at the Groove Zone are picking up to promote alongside with Nathan Superman Stolen and Jordan Showtime Harrington. So you're going to see his face and his name floating around a lot more than normal. So get used to it. My point for that being was, that this will probably be the first of, I would imagine, a few different interviews or conversations. So kind of a lot to cover,
Perfect.
So what are your goals through MMA? I mean, because you've got another job, right? That's not your only. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to do it full time, of course, but it's not paying the bills when you're an amateur. But I'm trying to take this thing as far as I can go, man. As long as God's willing for me to, or I have the ability to do it, I'm gonna try as hard as I can, see where I can take it.
You honor him though, and he'll honor you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. So.
Yo, what's going down? This is your boy DubFX. I am doing a show called Hook, Line, and Thinker with DJ D Phoenix on Neo Retro FM, so tune into that. Peace.
What your record is again too, because I don't know that totally came through either. Your record standing right now is?
So my official record is 3 wins, 2 losses.
Okay.
I had a couple upsets there when I first started, but if you're including my Street Beefs record, I have 3 wins in there as well.
Okay. And I'll tell you, and I don't remember what the other fighter's name was, but you went up against at least one kind of tough-looking opponent in those street fights. Like,
yeah, actually, I think I know who you're talking about. It's a guy named Jay Gotham.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And the cool part about it too is that when the fight's over with, it's like go right back, hug, and all that, and it's all good. But yeah, he looked like a pretty tough competitor.
Yeah, he was a great friend, and he recently passed away. So rest in peace, Jay Gotham. Love you, man. Oh.
Is that who Jordan was telling me about the other day?
Probably, man. It hurt the community pretty bad.
That is who. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear.
He was a great dude. He was a great friend. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was tough.
That's tough stuff.
It was.
Wow. Yeah, I think this is.
There you go, Shannon. Control. Slow it down.
Jay got him for an entire episode, so yeah, definitely.
It's your show, man. So whatever you want to do.
I'll roll along with whatever.
Well, yeah, okay, cool. And I'll just kind of like take your lead. How's that?
Sounds good, man.
Works for me. So let's see. Okay, so we kind of know what the future is looking like. Which one out of all your past fights, which one would you say was the one either that you like trained the most for, or that you're psyched up enough for, and that it maybe didn't have quite, maybe it was a better outcome than what you originally thought it was going to be, or something? What any of the bouts stand out in your mind as far as which one that would have been?
So actually, every single training session, or every single fight, we've actually trained harder and harder and harder for each and every single one. It's only been ramping up. I started MMA training 1 day a week, and I'm up to 3-4 days a week, pretty much on the regular.
Wow.
And that's not including my workouts. I work out probably about 5 to 6 days a week, so it keeps me super busy, man. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
okay.
No, go for it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say one that stuck out was actually my last fight was my first kickboxing event, and we took that on about a 3 days notice. I was getting ready for an MMA fight, but my opponent had to drop out to some other circumstances, so I hopped in on this kickboxing event, and man, it was a absolute blast. I had no clue how much fun kickboxing was going to be, but I was doing a bunch of illegal stuff on accidentally, catching kicks, not legal in kickboxing, but I was preparing for an MMA fight. So yeah, so much fun though.
So who came out on top?
I took the win.
Ow!
Yeah, it was absolute blast.
Very cool. So now you're there again. Tapology is saying that your last fight was just on the 8th of this month. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that on the same bill that Jordan was on then, or no?
Yes, sir. Jordan went in there and took care of business in the first round, man.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That's what he said. Yeah, that was pretty darn cool. Okay. And the reason why I'm a little bit hesitant with the Tapology thing is because actually some of their information on Jordan was pretty outdated. Showed that he hadn't actually. So that's why I wanted to make sure that this was all legit.
It gets jumbled in the Tapology. So
okay. Well, and I'm relatively new to the Tapology website too, so it's like I'm just kind of going off of what it says. There again, like we were saying earlier, Wikipedia, it depends on who the contributors are, man. It could be a 10-year-old kid that has absolutely no clue.
Yeah, that's true.
So a couple of trivial questions, just out of curiosity. Favorite artist, favorite musician, band, whatever, regardless of genre.
Oh, that's tough, man.
I didn't say this was going to be easy.
Yeah, that is a tough one. My favorite artist is probably NF, actually.
Okay.
I really like NF. He's an awesome Christian rapper, and not all of his music is strictly Christian, but man, he's lyrical genius. So
right. There's one thing about the contemporary Christian field, though. There's some incredibly gifted musicians. I think that what happens though is that people hear the word Christian and they automatically categorize and put it into this little box of really boring music, and it's not. Yeah. It's different, but it's definitely not there's
some. I'll admit there's some boring Christian music out there. There
is. Yes, there is. And I need to back up there myself because I think I had a couple of them in my collection at one point. Actually, okay, cool. There again, man, thanks so much for putting some time aside.
Thank you.
Totally appreciate this. A word to the world, to your new fans and friends and the new audience that you're getting that's watching today. What is your what's your good word, or what's your word of advice, anything that you want to pass off on to everybody today?
Actually I've been thinking about that quite a bit lately. God is good. Number one, God is good all the time, and he's got everything in control. That's a big thing that I have to keep in mind, is as much as I'm going to try to keep things in control, it's out of my hands. And number two, this goes out to everyone, and men specifically, reach out when you need some help. It's all right. Every guys want to help others, but don't want to accept the help. And if I can't accept help from you, why would you ever reach out for me for help? So if you guys need something, reach out, and then accept help when it's offered. That's my main word right now.
Awesome. Totally awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. And and they can take that, and apply it towards whatever it is that they're going through, whatever. I know more along the lines of what you were speaking of. And so, yeah, and that's actually, Jordan kind of hit on that as well the other day. So thank you very much, because I totally appreciate that. Somebody out there is going to hear that, and it's going to hit home. So that's awesome.
I hope so.
Okay, so we're going to get ready to wrap this up here in just hit home. So that's awesome.
I hope so.
Okay, so we're going to get ready to wrap this up here in just a minute. What is the rest of the week looking like for you? I guess with this event coming up next month, you're probably really starting to pour it to it as far as training goes, yeah? Even more so than usual?
Yeah, I am actually. Right after this podcast, I'm heading up, going to get a few hours of training in today, get my just my technique work and my cardio done. Tomorrow I lift, again, training again on Wednesday and get my cardio again. Another lift on Thursday, training again on Friday, and possibly I know I'm getting some more training in on Saturday too. So yeah, stacked up, man.
Such is the life of a future champion, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. That's what the aim is.
And I see you achieving that. So
thank you.
Totally stoked by this association, man. Nathan Stolen, thank you so much again for the introduction. Totally.
Thanks, Nathan.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? We got a beautiful day going on out there, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll cut this short. Let you go do your thing. It sounds like you got training and stuff to deal with later. Thank you again. Totally appreciate this, my friend.
Hey, appreciate you having me here, dude.
Hey, anytime. And that's just it. So the invite's there, doors open. Anytime you want to talk about an upcoming event or just, come back on, we'll find a reason to chat. So doors open to you 24/7. All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Want to say thank you again to SHILOH Borden for hanging out with me today. Also to Bad Company MMA, which is the...
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the organization that he's fighting through. So don't forget, May 20th, down at the
Roseland Theater.
Roseland Theater.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Rose Garden, but I don't want to...
Hopefully soon.
Okay. I don't want you guys to go to hanging out in some woman's front yard that has a bunch of roses. So
yeah.
Anyway, but go online if you want tickets. Portland isn't that far away. Get on the road, go down, check out a great fight night, and support this guy. So you'll definitely be seeing him all over the place. SHILOH Borden, I'm thankful, and I'm looking forward to our next conversation, my friend. So have yourself a great night.
And you do the same, man. God bless. Really appreciate it having me here.
Same to you, man. Definitely. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages. I'm DJ D Phoenix. You're watching KONVOS here on the Groove Zone Network. Rock and roll. Cool, buddy.